The turning point of a new beginning. Currently, human history is approaching a new turning point. In 2012, more than 50 countries around the world had elected new leaders. Now, more than ever before, the world is longing for a new leadership. Beyond global economic crisis and military conflicts, all mankind hopes for peace. The Universal Peace Federation is facing a new beginning of world peace. UPF has become a light of hope to open a new era. Five years after the 9/11 attacks on September 12, 2005, UPF was founded in New York, USA.
영원한 창조 이상 평화 세계 실현을 위해 기존 유엔의 갱신과 더불어 새로운 차원에서 평화 이상 세계 왕국의 기능을 발휘할 수 있는 새로운 국제기구의 창설을 전 인류 앞에 선포하는 바입니다.
Right after inauguration of UPF, Reverend Dr. Myung gave a speaking tour around 120 nations in the world. Reverend Moon strongly conveyed his words until his whole body was covered in sweat. He continued to preach fervently. Even after that, the co-founder, Dr. Hakja Han-moon, and her family of 3 generations gave speaking tours around the world, encouraging the Renewal UN and emphasizing the realization of eternal world peace.
천주평화연합의 발전과 성공을 위해 하나님의 이상가정과 이상국가와 평화왕국을 창건하는 데 참 부모와 같이 최선을 다하는 여러분이 되시기를 바랍니다.
Peace for God and humanity. Large and small-scale wars throughout the history ignited due to religious conflicts. True parents have given the most support in creating religious harmony. The Universal Peace Federation encouraged reconciliation among Muslim leaders and leaders from other religions, and through consulting with them, they paved one more step toward peace.
I ask my Jewish brothers for forgiveness for that hatred that I harbored. True parents, thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to repent.
In an international leadership conference hosted by UPF, we have practiced the basic principle, which is respecting and understanding others first, through the worship ritual transcending all religions and denominations. Involved in hundreds of international conferences, the reality of world peace, renewal of the UN, and the True Global Governance campaign has developed. With the attendance of the world's top religious leaders, as well as UPF representatives from 193 nations, and centering on the topic of peace, security, and human development. The World Summit 2013 will address new leadership practices and methods to fulfill world peace. One of the biggest activities of the UPF as the civil society participant of UN Economic and Social Council is the campaign for UN Renewal.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the leaders of the United Nations, you possess the responsibility of guiding this world into the next millennium.
Reverend and Mrs. Moon have awakened the mission of the UN from the 1970s. The major activity of the UPF, which follows Reverend and Mrs. Moon's teachings, is to establish a new interfaith council that transcends the religions and denominations in the UN. The suggestion was to make an organization composed of worldwide religious leaders in the UN, which has an equal position with the existing Security Council, in order to establish world peace. In UN General Assembly in 2004, the idea of UPF gained a positive response. For example, the Philippines proposed the Foundation for Interfaith Council. Recently, Dr. Hakja Han-moon met with Ambassador Suk Kim, permanent representative of the Republic of Korea to the UN, and she met with UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon afterwards. Secretary General Ban Ki-moon called for international cooperation for the realization of world peace through Reverend and Mrs. Moon's Peace Foundation. Dr. Hakja Han-moon replied that upon inheriting Reverend Dr. Moon's legacy, she will continuously and unchangingly support for world peace movement. Activities of the able UN and the UPF may set the stage for the worldwide global village community in the 21st century. The unification of North and South Korea is the key to world peace. The Korean Peninsula, the flashpoint of peace in the global village. The battlefield for human civilization, represented by theism and materialism. Reverend and Mrs. Moon have proposed a plan which can enable North and South Korea to live together peacefully, centering on unification ideology. In early 1990s, after meeting with President Gorbachev of the Soviet Union and President Kim Il-sung of North Korea, a major milestone toward unification has been created. Reverend and Mrs. Moon have contributed significantly as an agent for peace whenever South and North Korea have faced conflicts or stringent situations. In the year 2011, in order to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Reverend and Mrs. Moon's official visit to North Korea, donated 600 tons of flour to be sent to North Korea. The national campaign for a strong Korea began in early 2012 to promote national security and prosperity, which play a key role for peace, given the rapid changes within the international security environment.
전조평화연합 UPF 아벨 유엔이 깃발을 들고 평화군과 평화경찰의 선봉에 서서 스트롱 코리아를 외쳐대는 여러분의 영웅적인 모습을 보고 있습니다.
UPF is imploring each and every world leader to participate.
When one nation thinks that they're a lot stronger and can easily conquer another nation, that creates an incentive for war. And if that incentive exists, then the possibility and risk of war increases exponentially. So if we want to maintain peace in the Northeast region, we need to remove the incentives for war.
Ambassadors for Peace are the leaders of the UPF and peace heroes of heaven and earth. Approximately 1.2 million ambassadors for peace, including 50,000 Koreans from around the world, are supporting efforts to create solutions for Africa's diseases and starvation, religious conflicts, the Bering Strait Project, NGOs, and other volunteer activities through the ABLE UN activities and educational programs.
여러분 생이 다하는 날까지 더 넓게 크게 높게 하늘 앞에 영광을 돌려드리겠다는 진정한 용감한 참 평화 대사들이 되기를 부탁합니다.
On the 7th anniversary of the UPF last year, the Ambassadors for Peace promised to start anew with greater strength. Heroes of Peace. Heroes do not avoid difficulties. They are strong in front of any trials. Heroes pioneer the new era. The Ambassadors for Peace can overcome the bitter cold in order to unite as one and have a strong will like the Emperor Penguin. We have courage and fortitude like the white-necked crane, who risked herself by flying over 7,000 meters across the Himalayas. For us, there is no stopping. Under the vision of one family under God, the realization of global peace will occur. Let us move forward toward accomplishing world peace through supporting true parents in heaven and on earth. Let us achieve our sacred goal. Let us stand proudly in front of eternal history as peace heroes.